Okay, so now we'll move on to the grills. First we'll work on the radiator grills. And getting them centered. And right here where this lines up, getting them. And as I've said in several of these, there's a little tiny rim around them that you do with a sort of a second line. And then this Union Pacific 3674 SD40-2 has the late model intake grill, which is just a bunch of vertical lines. One of the things that's good, why it's important to have a sharp pencil, is just kind of trying to space out the lines as evenly as you can, and then put the dynamic brake section in here. And this, you can kind of line these up with the doors. And then this has a very small grill in it, as I always say. A big long grill, but it's very narrow. It's not very tall. Again, it's just a lot of vertical lines. When you're done putting all these vertical lines in it, kind of put one or two horizontal lines if you want, just to kind of, and then the blower duct goes right here. And especially on the late model SD40-2s, the blower duct, basically, its grill, the grill of the blower, looks basically, it's the same kind of grill, it's just a bunch of vertical lines. Then we'll do the blower duct itself. It kind of has two little lines of detail on it. Then one thing we should kind of do, just so that we kind of get it ready for the trucks ultimately, is kind of put these little pieces of the frame right about here and here. Now, at least when we're ready to put the trucks in the next video, the trucks will be ready, but we can kind of keep working on a few more details. Like there's another door right here. grab iron right here. I put the number board up here and the headlights, and put this door. This is the same kind of door as on the front, it's just on the back. And the back number board. And the back grab irons. We can even put the radiator fans. They're right at 1/4 of an inch, a little bit less maybe, but right at it. Different eras of -2 locomotives. This is kind of right at the middle, at the early and middle era -2s just kind of have a sort of a rectangle, and then later era -2s have what they call the Q fans, the quiet fans, where they kind of have a little bit more of a mesh on the top. You can kind of see it. And then there's basically the same kind of and then we might as well put the cab window in. It's almost a 1/2 inch, not quite. And then there's a sunshade, so don't go all the way to the top. Then there's kind of a little bit of a line here. And then there, put a little bit of line for the, and then there's mirrors on both sides. And we could put the brake wheel here. We want. See, it's just sort of a matter of just going around and, as you see details, just kind of keep putting them on and putting them on. And right here is actually sort of the blanked out classification lights, and here's the sand filler hatch. There's sand filler and a grab iron, and we could kind of put a couple latches on these doors, a couple vents here. And this will be ready to put the trucks under the engine in the next step. Okay.